So let's meet Stephen A. Smith. Don't watch much news, but I do watch some sports. This guy is got an opinion. So let's talk about him. 9 face shapes. Classic bucket head. This guy's got high intellect. He's a thinker. He loves to think. He lives to think. Every part of him is about thinking and asking questions and woulda, shoulda, coulda kind of energy. I don't think that's a bad trait in someone that's being a sports announcer, a sportscaster. I think it can lend himself very, very well. Then the next thing we look at is the right and left eye. The right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. The left eye is our true inner private self, and it's our father's influence. When we cover up that left eye, what we see in that right eye, this guy is focused, man, laser focused. He sees what other people don't see. Then he'll take his intellect and he will pick things out of what he's seeing that other people won't even be able to pick up simply because of his high intellect. However, when Stephen, again, in advance, I will apologize for this, but when we cover his right eye and we look at that left eye, he's haughty. His opinion is right. He's got this high intellect. He's very much an intellectual, and he likes to debate intellectually. And it's just an interesting phenomenon, and it is haughty. Eyebrows are next. Couple interesting things about his eyebrows. One, they're different heights. This usually indicates parental stress in his teen years. Parents were probably, I don't know, but my guess is they were divorced. At least they didn't get along. And it's a little higher on that left side. So I think he struggled with his dad. Again, don't know anything about his personal life, but based on that. And notice how that right eyebrow is kind of peaked. When we see this, these people are very reactive and they like action. So this guy, again, he'll like to poke the bear. And if you watch him talk, he just loves to get in a debate. And then he's best friends with the actor. He can let it go, which is a nice trait. The cheeks are rather flat. This indicates he resists authority. He prefers to work alone, can be moody. Eyes are next. Eyes kind of unequal pupil levels. This is a sign, probably been a history of traumatic brain injury. Sportscasters usually played sports. Chances are there was some concussion. Is that a big deal? Well, if he's got headaches that are coming out of nowhere and he's got memory issues and part of his life he can't remember, got to look at TBI as an indicator. I did a lot of work with TBI. I kind of enjoyed it because I had weapons that I could help it and help people understand how to fix it. Also, underneath his eyes, there's kind of white on 3 sides. This is what's known as lower sanpaku. This is a sign of fanaticism. You'll see it a lot in people that abuse drugs and alcohol. I don't sense he does that. I think he's just fanatical in general. He likes being fanatical. It's part of his shtick. And so this fanaticism bodes well for him because he can play it off. Ears are very forward facing. The right is more so than the left. These people may hear everything, but they don't listen real well. Likes to hear his own voice. That's bad? No. He's a sportscaster. He needs to hear his own voice just to get a feel for how he's doing. Between his eyes, there's some kind of deep crease there. That's a liver indicator. It looks inherited to me. I'd be interested if there was any family history of alcoholism in the family tree. And again, being a physician, I used facial diagnosis to help me from a health standpoint. We're trained as physicians to ask what's wrong. I found inadequacy there, so I began to look at people and ask what's not right. There were no parameters to know what's not right, so I got into facial diagnosis, quite stumbled right into it, and it really helped me knowing what's not right. Got to be 2/3 sick before medicine sees anything wrong. So he's got a very strong constitution, so he's a healthy guy. He doesn't have an early warning mechanism since he's pushing his body too hard. He does have a little hook-shaped line down on his chin. This is a prostate indicator. Does he have prostate problems? Well, he's gonna, if he doesn't already. Really, it's not if, it's when for us guys on that one. That's Stephen A. Smith, and he is who he is, and he enjoys who he is. Hope you enjoyed meeting Stephen A. Smith. Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments, and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.